Napoleon Hill's Success Principles Rediscovered by Napoleon Hill, with commentary by Judith Williamson. I'm your narrator, Rich Germain. Chapter 1. We begin with a quote from Ellie Epperstein. A crisis can force one to focus and prioritize one's actions like one has never done before. That can be the seed of an equivalent benefit that Dr. Hill was always talking about when he talked about the good that can come out of adversity. When you have no choice, things become very simple and choices become very easy. Take the crisis in which you may find yourself and use it to your advantage. All too often, life throws a wrench into our ordinary existence and tests our mettle. When this happens, many people go down for the count, but others are resilient and rise from the ashes to become a stronger and an improved version of their past selves. If we give all we have to give and throw away the past in anticipation of a better future, we are practicing the door closing that Dr. Hill discusses. Door closing can be viewed as lacking compassion and ruthlessly putting yourself first. But then, again, it can be viewed as an evolutionary tool that at least psychologically promotes the survival of the fittest. The choice is to wallow in past regrets or failures and bring others down with you, or to suck it up and positively move forward in the only direction that promotes growth. Obviously, it is a difficult undertaking, but one that needs to be determined if a person is to advance. I have heard the saying recently that we remember moments, not days. I like the thought because if we place the best moments of our lives on a memory playlist, just imagine how we could color our attitude in rainbow glory. Likewise, if our memory playlist includes all the darker moments that have transpired, our dark shadows would overwhelm us. Which playlist do you choose to have playing in your mind? Only you can decide. Memories and music are frequently connected in the human psyche, as well as smells and touch. Being humans, we process information through our senses. Just consider what we can do if we program our experiences to correspond to touch, taste, and sounds that elevate our moods and attitudes. Thoughts we think, emotions we feel, habits we repeat, do lead to our character development, and character determines our destiny. The journey begins with the first step. What direction will you travel in? Born poor? Wonderful, by Napoleon Hill. You were born poor? Wonderful. So were Abraham Lincoln and Thomas Edison and Andrew Carnegie and Henry Ford. You have something in common with the truly great. Had you been born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you would have been deprived of the opportunity to make yourself strong and resourceful through the necessity for struggle. For struggle, as the biologists, sociologists, philosophers, and historians know, is the prime way of life. It's nature's system of sorting out the strong from the weak, of making sure that man, as well as the animals and plants, is constantly improved. In that sense, it is the will of the Creator driving us toward perfection. Anyone can overcome poverty through determination and faith. Sure, the fight will be a hard one, but the rewards will be so much more appreciable. Your attitude will have a strong bearing, however, on how hard the struggle will be. Accept it as a challenge rather than a curse, and you find the fight much easier. There is no obstacle that can prevent you from achieving financial success if you approach it with a positive mental attitude, with full knowledge that any stumbling block can be turned into a stepping stone to greater heights of achievement. Is lack of education holding you back? There are night schools, adult education classes, public libraries, and correspondence courses, all available at little or no cost, that can help you win in education quickly. Do you suffer from a physical handicap? Your city, county, and state have rehabilitation centers which will minimize the disability or impediment and help you realize your dreams of achievement. All things are possible for the person with determination and courage. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with but a single step. Only you can take that first step. Decide now, this instant, on exactly what you want to achieve. Write down the goal, commit it to memory, keep it always before you. Then map out step by step the exact course you plan to follow in making it come true. Once you have done this, you are ready to take that first step toward success. You cannot, however, ever expect to stumble your way to a higher station in life. You must have a purpose and a plan, plus the determination to carry them to fruition. Remember, none of us is doomed to permanent poverty unless we doom ourselves.